Hey guys, assalamualaikum, it's Jenna, that's me, the hijabi from TNT. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be doing a chicken soup using split peas. First thing you want to do, put your split peas to boil. So while our split peas is boiling, you're going to prepare the other ingredients. So I have my carrots that I chopped up, my onions, my okras. I have my potatoes here. I've got my sweet potato, and I have my cut up chicken that's already seasoned with our green seasoning, which is just basically a combination of shadabeni, pimento, pepper and garlic. But you can, the ratio, you can feel free to play around with and adjust it. You can also add just about anything. People add green figs to this. They could add plantains, cassava, yam, dasheen, anything you have. This is just what I have available right now at home, so I'm just going to be using this. And I have some fresh parsley, some chive and some fresh thyme. So we've got the split peas going, we've got all the chicken prepared, the vegetables, the provision. Now we're just going to prepare the dumplings. So my bowl, I'm just going to be adding some flour, some salt and some water, and that's going to be basically it. Sometimes you can, some people use a cornmeal. You can add seasoning, more seasoning to it. If you're adding baking powder, just remember when you do add it to the pot, it's going to double in size, triple in size. So I just use it without it. I don't include it. And you just want to combine it. You're going to knead it, and you're just going to set this aside. You can add macaroni to it as well. I am not a fan of dumplings, but you know, soup without dumplings apparently to a lot of people is not soup, especially something like chicken soup. Now, like I said, feel free to go crazy with this. Use cornmeal if you like. Add some more seasoning, add baking powder, anything you want. And we're just going to set this aside. Now when you're putting it in the soup, adding it to your pot, some people prefer to roll it out and cut it so you get nice neat pieces. I think for this video I'm going to do it like that. Other times you just pull a piece out and you just roll it between your hands and you just add it to the pot. I think just for neatness we're going to just roll it out and just cut it and then add it in. So the split peas are finished boiling and it was nice and tender. I just used my hand blender and I just pulse it a few times just to smoothen it out a little bit so we won't have too much chunks in the actual soup. So I have my oil heating in a pot here, and I'm just going to be adding my seasoned chicken to it. So this is one way you can go about it. The other way that the majority of people would do is just once these split peas are boiled properly and nice and tender, you just add your chicken and you add all your other ingredients to the pot and you just let it cook down. So you can decide which one you want to do. I'm just going to be doing it this way. So the oil is hot there. And I just added the chicken to the hot oil so that I can get a little browning. Not much, but at least it will be not as light as it would be if I were to just add it straight to the split peas. And now the next thing I'm going to do is add in my split peas. And I'm also going to add water, followed by the sweet potatoes. And the sweet potatoes will take a little longer than the other ingredients I'm going to be using to cook through. So I'm just going to let this cook for just a few minutes until the sweet potatoes are almost like halfway through cooked, and then I'm going to add everything else. So cook time would be on point with everything in the pot all together. So I have my heat on medium high. I'm just going to cover the pot and I'm just going to let it come to a boil so the sweet potatoes could cook, and then we're going to add in everything else. Alrighty, so now we can add in all the other goodness to our pot. So I'm adding the potatoes and all the other ingredients. If you have pumpkin, you can add your pumpkin into this as well. Add anything you like to your pot of soup. And the dumplings will not take long to cook, so we're going to add that just a few minutes before we turn off the stove. So I'm going to have the heat on medium right now. I'm going to let this cook, and just in a few minutes when we're going to add the dumplings, we're going to check for the salt, and we're going to add all the other fresh ingredients, and I'm going to be adding some extra green seasoning to this as well. And I'm just covering it to sort of speed up the cooking process. This smells so good right about now, so let's just check on it. Looking good, looking good. So now I'm just going to taste it to see if it needs any salt. Because when I seasoned the chicken, I added salt to the chicken. So I'm gonna add just a little more. And I'm adding black pepper and my green seasoning. Now you can go crazy with the green seasoning. Add as much as you want, depending on how much you want to extra season the soup. I like a lot of seasoning in my soup. Throwing in the thyme, chopped parsley, chopped chive. I'm adding gold ring, but this is totally optional. I'm giving it a quick stir. Oh, this looks so beautiful. If you need to add more water, you can add more water. And now let's just do the dumplings quick. So I'm just reducing the heat, and we're just going to work on the dumplings. I'm just going to lightly dust my counter with some flour. I have my dough here. Just going to roll it out. And we're just going to take a knife and just cut it. On these strips, we're just going to cut it into any shape that you like. Just going to do some nice squares like this, and we're just going to be adding it into our pot, and that is basically it. Now this step is absolutely optional. You can just roll it out with your hand from the piece of dough that we would have had in the bowl there, but you know, a little neatness is always nice when you're doing your dishes and all of that. So now it's just to add these to the pot. Give this a quick stir. Do you see how nice everything looks? We can get a piece of the, it looks neat, you know, see a little dumpling, neat little dumpling. So much seasoning. Like I said, you can add any amount of seasoning you want. I like a nicely seasoned soup. And in a few minutes we have our chicken soup using split peas. This version done. So I will do another video for you guys on the stew chicken that I grew up on. Like I knew the stew chicken soup from mommy. And but this one is just a little healthier way, minus the golden ray butter that I use. You can eliminate it, but hey, Caribbean dishes need a golden ray, right? Alright guys, so this is one version of chicken soup that I know that I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope that you did enjoy it, and if you did enjoy it, you know the usual thing, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with all your friends and your family, and I will see you guys in the next video.